Hello, everybody. We're live again. Just like I said, this is Tunnel Talk, and we're here with LOUANN and CoCo.
Hello.
And LOUANN, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you. Excited. I'm super excited to be here.
Well, this is CoCo, and she's my friend. You guys are friends, and so this is the first time me meeting you. And you're in Texas?
I am.
Okay. Well, is there any way that you can come out soon and we can do this together?
Right. Soon.
Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. Yes.
And you used to live here, right?
I did 20 years.
Wow. How long have you been in Texas?
I've been in Texas maybe 7 years.
Okay. And I just talked to you the other day and you blew my mind. You seriously blew my mind. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you perfect.
Okay, good.
Did you felt that in your heart, our talk?
I did. And so I just feel like it's time. It's like the time for us girls to come together and do some major work here.
Absolutely.
Don't you feel?
You know what? I have been asking for this for a very, very long time. Yeah, for us women to come together with the same purpose in our hearts. Yeah. So I met CoCo randomly in October, and then
Right.
she introduced me to you, and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Wow. And when I first met you back in October.
It was,
Go ahead.
excuse me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because when I had a heart desire for sure. And when I met CoCo, I was like, oh, yes. And then she introduced me to you. And so what I feel in my heart, if the question is that I understood that we as women are supposed to come together because we empower each other, right?
Yes.
We should not be separated. We're empowered when we come together.
Beautiful. And CoCo was saying she met you when?
We met in October, and instantly it was a connection like no other. So I remember coming back to work and telling you, Kim, like, wow, I met the most amazing woman ever. Remember, I showed you her picture, and I'm like, she's amazing, and she's gonna make a difference, and definitely has made a difference in my life. And I'm super excited to put you guys together so we can do this. Let's talk. Let's spread the word. Let's love on one another, and continue to open our minds. Right. Open our minds and just express our feelings. Let's do it.
And I'm hugging you guys, by the way. I'm hugging you from here. I'm hugging you.
We feel it. We feel it.
This is so perfect for Women's International Day, which was last Wednesday or whatever. But I'm saying that this is Women's International Month.
Right.
Okay. So it doesn't stop with this month. This is basically just a starting point for what we ladies are all coming together to do. Now, on my show the other day, I had Nikki Miller. She runs the Red Tent. Have you heard of the Red Tent?
I have.
Okay, well, she's been all over the world and training with so many wonderful goddesses, and I'm going to use goddesses because that's what we are.
Yes.
Okay.
100% agree.
And then I just got off a live stream with another goddess here in Las Vegas, Tanglefoot. Okay, and I'm just so inspired right now to start building this group of women where we're all going to come together now. We're really going to push forward with in our hearts. We know what we need to do, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Can you tell us, give us a little bit idea of what you want to do, and we can assist each other?
Well, I heard about the Red Tent through you, Kim. The girl you interviewed, what was her name?
Nikki Miller.
Nikki Miller. Yeah, that's where I heard about it. And that was like the first time I had heard that. And so as women, what I feel in my heart is we must come together because we are so powerful and loving and kind and compassionate. And if you divide and separate us, you lose us. If
Yes.
you
Right.
bring us together, we then have a voice and there's an energy or a synergy, I guess that may be the word. Yeah. When you bring us together, we are quite remarkable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agreed. Can you tell us what you do and what makes you so amazing? I mean, you, number one, are a channeler, you're a psychic medium. You also you can speak the language of light. And I'm not sure if you wanted to bring that out today, but why not? Talking about it is so refreshing. I feel like all of us women are telling our stories, and we're finally getting to tell our stories. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
You know, about myself, about the journey, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
The journey has been to be undefined by how the world sees me or anybody, to be that presence in the world. And the light beings, yes, I love that you touched on that. My most amazing pleasure is to talk with the light beings.
Right.
Yeah. And to talk with you guys, but I'm not sure what the question is. Like,
Well, tell us. Coco and I think that you're awesome and totally amazing. When I first spoke to you, you were able to channel some information for me, and you also shared with me the language of light. But as far as what your other connections are to light beings, or how did it all start for you? I mean, when did you start with these gifts?
it started so far back, I cannot remember. It was kind of like how do I say, initiation into it.
Yeah.
And there were times where I would push it away. And now I feel this ability to tap in, like when we talked, Kim, you and I, and Coco and I have done it. I just am able to calm my mind into a quiet place where I don't exist. And then I will get blocks of thought, or the light beings will talk and they speak the language. And if we choose to do that on this conversation, I'd be very honored. But they just, it came in, and I was the one who had to adjust and adapt. Did that answer the question?
Yes.
Yes, of course. We're moving through this process.
Because they're talking to me right now as we are talking, you guys. I did not mean to cut you off.
No,
they're
go
talking
ahead.
right now as we're talking, and they're asking me, ask a question to them.
Oh, okay. So we can ask them a question?
Mm-hmm. They're here.
Okay. We want to know if what we're going to be starting is along the lines of what the light beings want us to do. And will they give you or me or Coco or some of us a little bit of instruction or something, so that guidance,
right.
so that we can make sure that we're on the right track?
Okay, so do you feel the buzz in your body as I feel as I'm speaking with you? Do you guys feel the buzz in your body?
I feel very warm, yeah.
Yes.
So your answer is yes.
Yes.
It's awesome. The love that you pull in. It's the love that we all pull in. And the love is the language of them.
Right.
Them. And they prefer for me to call them they. And there is a presence of it feels as a warmth that comes in. Okay, so the message for you, this is going to be bigger than we could have ever expected.
That's amazing. I love that.
What they're telling me is that if you can feel the buzz, it's you set, Kim, this forward a long time ago. Okay? And the rest of us were waiting to catch up.
True.
How long ago?
I can feel my crown chakra open.
Right.
Can you feel your crown chakra open? So
right.
we were waiting to catch up with you.
Right. I felt it about a year ago when pandemic first hit. Kim and I became closer and started talking about stuff. And the stuff we spoke about was just spirituality. You know, what we're feeling, the difference, what we believe in. And it opened our minds and our hearts into let's just go further in and let's explore. Let's see what it really is about. And that's where I come in. I come in as a newbie. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I don't know. I know my reality. I know my spirituality. But wow, the journey is amazing, amazing, amazing in the sense that, wow, yeah, I feel it in my soul, in my heart. And it's different. I want in. I want more.
Yes.
What is that feeling? I want to feel it every day. You know, and that's becoming in touch with your
purpose.
With your purpose in life.
I believe it's that purpose.
Your soul, your heart, and you feel it, and you change your way of thinking. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Right, Kim?
Yes, and I've had visions and I've meditated and asked because I get telepathically, be ready, be ready. I get that a lot. So I go into meditation and I say, be ready for what? And in the end, ultimately, we are going to be in the light. When the light comes down, we are going to be part of the light. Now, my question to you is, are we going to help bring in the light, or is the light coming anyways? And now we're going to have to show others how to live and in the light. Do you know what I mean? With the word light in a higher vibration.
Okay, so I'll speak to you specifically, Kim, right now. Okay? You are the light. You are bringing in the light. This was a very... do I have a lag in time on talking? Are we good?
No.
Okay.
We're perfect.
When you do what you do, what you're doing is you're bringing us together. When I went to Vegas random and met Coco, I knew right away. I see the lights. And when I spoke with you, you are the light.
Right.
So we're all interconnected. We're all in there, right? Here was Coco. Here comes Kim. Here is LOUANN. Do you get it? So
right.
What I want to say to you in particular, Kim, the work you're doing is amazing. If you're asking me if you're like, the moment I heard your voice, I knew.
Right.
The light beings have a vibration that they speak in. Even if it's this language or another language, it's a vibration. And when we communicate with somebody from our heart, we can feel their vibration, right? And when we feel their vibration, we know
Right.
you're going to take this, how do you call a forum? I don't know what you call it. It's going to be incredibly successful because you're bringing the light and bringing light beings together to be able to speak the truth. And for me, I'm very honored. And there were times where I sat here in my space and I was like, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? And then here you guys are.
Right. Absolutely hear you and feel your energy and want to be a part of that. Kim was ecstatic when I came back and showed her your picture and said, I met this amazing woman that's in contact with her spirituality and just has awakened mine, because that's exactly what you did when we first met. And it's just been amazing ever since. We talk on the phone, um, because I haven't seen you since October, but we are in a different realm. When we talk on the phone for hours in, and I'm saying hours, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours. It's incredibly mystical. Can I say that? It's mystical because it just feels like we're not in reality anymore. We're in a whole different zone, and it's amazing. And thank you for teaching me, for letting me feel that, for awakening my heart and my soul, because that's what you've done for me. Um, and I'm incredibly grateful, and I love you for that, because I'm in a whole different um, world right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual awakening that I've never even I didn't think, realize, expect. Maybe I asked for it in my subconscious mind, but I didn't expect it, and it has been phenomenal. And thank you, Luann.
And thank you. Like, I am in complete and total honor and respect being here with you ladies today. Like, honestly, it's a joy. It reminds me of why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Tell us more about what you do, sis.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I do is, well, I do medium work, so I can speak with spirits that have passed on, or I there's a lot, and I talk to the that's a big question. I'm going to try my best to answer that. The light beings speak quite often. I feel as if this opening happened. When it happened in my human world, I didn't know how to translate it. But as I went into it more, you just have to, can you guys hold space? Because I have to open up.
As long as you need.
Yes.
To open up. This sense of love came through me. And a knowing of things that I couldn't consciously know of. And so I started to speak with the spirit guides, and then people who have passed over would start to come. So I speak to many people. And what I do is I just drop out of my self. And it's almost like I'm in a playground full of the funnest people.
Right.
And this is not the way normally I describe it, but you hear what I'm saying, right, Coco? Because we've been on the phone
Yes.
for many hours.
We've been there.
It's
Yeah.
this
Get it.
heart opening that happened. And I find it more engaging to speak with they talk a lot, so you have to hold, please. Is that okay? I know we're live, but I just have to let them talk. They have so much to say to everybody. So I can see you and Coco in the screen, and you're a vision. So if you were not on the screen, I could just see you in a vision, and then they will start talking, and then I will communicate that to you. Like, if I could tell everybody how many angels are around them, it probably would be shocking.
Life-changing.
Yeah, and anybody who is listening, same thing. It's like right now I am feeling a rush of energy coming through my body that I cannot explain. So I'm trying to explain it to myself. And if I get heated up, I have to take my coat off, put my coat on, take my coat off. I'm feeling so much love right now coming through. So I won't go on too far, but I'm saying that it's like they're all wanting to talk and tell us how amazing we are.
Yes.
So that's, I don't think I have anything more to say on that.
I have a question for the light beings.
Amazing.
Is the Cathar spirit or the Cathar, the time of the Cathars, is that going to be relived? Is that something we need to know about, the Cathars?
See, may I speak the light language on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll let them talk to you, okay? Because they're telling me, you're naming them. We are many. We are many. We have many names. We have many languages, but we communicate telepathically with each other. When we name it or try to use the language, we lose it. Does it kind of make sense?
Yes.
So when I'm speaking with you, guys, hello, beautiful
Yes.
Can you feel the love? They're my ears ringing now.
Yes.
You can hear them.
Yes.
Yes, I feel like, you know, the moment that is right before you want to cry, where you feel like such a cleansing coming out.
Yes.
It's that feeling right before you want to release. And I'm not sure, you know, how to describe it, but it's just such a healing and cleansing energy that just rushes through you. Right?
You just have to release it. You have to release it because it's a rush that comes through you. So what do? You just, the best feeling ever is to release it. And it feels like no other feeling. It feels like definitely enlightening. Excuse me, enlightening in a way that, wow, I've never felt this before. What is my soul telling me? What is my heart telling me? Am I open to receiving the message? Let's you know, it's such a good feeling that of course you surrender to that and you're open to that and you're saying, what now? What's next? Let's do it. I'm all in because I see your calling. I feel your calling. I am your calling. And I'm ready.
Wow.
Right?
That was powerful, Coco.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I feel. And as a newbie coming in through this, I mean, I'm just speaking my truth. I'm speaking my feelings, my heart, my soul. And that's all I can do. That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, you know, Coco, you and I started chatting, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. Is that correct? You have hit, it's called when the rubber hits the road. Boom.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm in. And I was like, really? And you were like, yeah. And you never tapped out. You know, like wrestlers, they're like tapping out. Like,
Yes.
I got to get out. You never did.
Yeah, I never did.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to. I love it. I love it. It's an amazing feeling, and it's what I call my spiritual awakening. And that's my spiritual awakening. Like, no, like it's not the same to anybody else but mine. Mine is different. Everybody's different. And it's just I'm ready to to open my mind, my heart, and my soul. Forget the mind. Is teaching me how to not think with my mind and
Yes.
and think with my
That's
heart
it.
and my soul and what I feel. And and to you, Luann, I say thank you for being my spiritual director, because that's what you're doing for me. You're directing me in the way, um, and letting you're directing me. You're directing my heart. How's that? You're directing my heart, and showing my heart. Just follow it. It's not the right or wrong. It's not right or wrong. It's just follow it. So open your heart and just listen to it and follow it. And that's what you're doing for me.
I like, Luann, when you said how you have to kind of go to a place where you don't exist,
Right.
right? You have to go to just a place where you melt away. And then you're just one with everything. And then that's where you can join with other beings. And
Yeah.
but you have to at what point when you let yourself go, what is the connecting point that allows you to now tap into what they're saying? Is there something you do, or can you share that with us?
I do. I can do that. Let me try to articulate from their perspective, okay?
Okay.
Uh I go they take me to a place where I can just,
Oh,
it's odd. Coco and I went through that. Remember, Coco, when we went into
Yes.
like no thought. It's a
Right.
no thought place. And in that no thought place, I don't exist. And I can still be conscious. I can even be having a conversation with somebody, but I don't exist. That means there's no other thought going on other than being in the present moment, as I am here with you guys now. Like there's no other thought going on in my head. I don't have like a how do you call a backup thought happening. I'm here present with you.
Hmm.
When I go into there, Kim, I love that question. I feel numb, but not numbed out. I feel such a vibration in the body. And I wish I could, I don't know. I've studied on so many amazing people. Like I don't think I have one way to get there, right? But I
Right.
will tell you where I get. And that's it. It's just quieting the mind, and I don't exist
Right.
because I have a purpose. I have work to do. And in my work, I can only be in that zone so that I can hear for other people, for myself and other people. My work really is about other people.
Yes.
I'm a big nuisance in my life.
Hmm.
I
Wow.
talk a lot. I have all this thing going on. But when I tune into somebody else, right, like the mind just quiets. And I'm like, all right, like even having this beautiful moment with you guys, like
Right.
I had to go in meditation and lay there and just be like,
Yeah.
it's not so much about what do I want to say, because I don't know what to say. It's about how can I feel so good so
Okay.
that when I'm in their presence, they feel what I feel for them and they feel for me, and we're
Hmm.
feeling together. Make
Yes.
sense? That's oneness, I guess you could say.
Yes, that is oneness. What's in the one is in the whole. You know that. You know that from Catherine Mice, right? That's what it is. So, what I say to someone or do to someone, it's not just that one person. It's in the whole.
Everything.
Everything. What I think, what I feel within me, it's in the whole. It's not just me, because it's the same thing, right? So, when you get to that level of feeling and thinking and looking at life through a different lens, which is your 7, 8, 9, 10 chakras, not the 1 through 5. That's not, that's this reality. No, we're going above that. And when you go above that, it's just a completely
Yes.
different feeling and a completely different way of looking at your reality, one, and your soul. It opens up, your heart opens up. So my difference in being awakened just 3 weeks ago, is, wow. I go to work every day. Yes, that's reality. I go to work, but it's no longer a job. It's no longer an occupation. It's no longer a paycheck. Now I go to work and I have a purpose, and my purpose is to serve my God. So I go to work and I serve my God, and whatever way He shows
Yes.
me or tells me or whatever, to do it, and I do it, and I enjoy it, and it's the best feeling ever. It's phenomenal. It's like no words can even explain what that feeling is, and that's my spiritual awakening. That's what that is, and I love it, and I'm on the journey. I'm all in, right?
And you do it. And Coco, you and I talk as you are in this intense environment. And what I honor you for is that you find the grace in your heart. Like, this is not an easy environment. I would not want to go there. But you find the grace in your heart. So I will tell you, I honor you.
Thank you.
I went into the jail with you on the phone for a week.
Right. Yeah.
And had a exponential like breakdown. Like, I don't know what
Right.
that is. Like, inside
Yeah.
of myself, I was like, oh my gosh. How do you say? I don't even know how you say that. So I'm going to say to you, bravo. And you, Coco, have noticed the angels around you, and you've also recognized you are an angel.
Thank you.
So I
Thank
honor
you.
you deeply for that, because you are the one on the forefront. You're the
Yes.
one doing the work, right? And
That's
Kim,
both of
I know
us.
you do
Kim does the
too.
same work. Right.
Yeah, it's like you guys are in the. I was only speaking of you, Coco. I know you both do it, but because I was on the phone with you for hours and hours and hours. But Kim,
Right.
I'm saying to you, I honor you. Because if you want to see change, you
Yeah.
have to be in a position where you can make change, where somebody's having like an exponential, I think that's a word. I don't even know if that's a word.
Having a
Crisis.
breakdown.
Kind of like
Meltdown.
they're having a breakdown.
Meltdown.
Yeah.
A coming of How about a coming of Jesus?
Coming
what
to
they-
Jesus, girl.
Yes.
And there you guys are. And you look like angels.
Thank you.
And you are angels.
And voice for those that I feel like our job is that person. When somebody gets arrested and goes to jail, that's somebody's kid, father, mother,
Yes.
daughter, uncle, aunt, grandparents. And jail's not pretty. And what is the scariest thing to hear? You get that phone call, I'm in jail.
Yes.
Right? And for those folks at home that don't think that anyone cares, there are people that care.
Right.
There are people. And there will, if there's an opportunity where we can lift someone up or help someone or give someone a peace of mind, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
And she does.
And
She
so,
does.
and
We do
so,
it. Yeah, we do it
yeah,
at work. We do it at work all
yeah.
the time. So the
Um,
difference is recognizing and knowing that it's just you made a bad choice. How's that? You made a bad choice, and you're here. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're you're bad or you're wrong. It just means you made a bad choice. So when you're there and we get the opportunity to speak to
yeah,
these individuals, we let them know that it's going to be okay.
yes,
It's going to be okay. You're
it's
you
going to
know
be okay.
right, and you inspire them. You give them hope.
So we do bring light in
Yes,
one of the darkest places here
absolutely.
in the city. I mean, another thing that I wanted to bring lightness into is like the tunnels and things like that. I mean, that's a whole nother topic, but that's something that needs to be brought up too. And
Yes,
all of the rescues and things that are going on at this time. And Coco, and she actually worked for some of the kids that were abused
yes,
sexually and are traumatized, and she was there with them to walk them through that.
yeah,
Right? Can you
right.
tell us about that?
Um, yes, of course. This was probably 1995 or in the 90s, where I got hired to be a counselor for Children of the Night, an organization ran by Dr. Lois Lee, which is an amazing, amazing, amazing individual with so much love to give, and she did. So she organized this house that's it's a house specifically for sexually exploited kids, and this is kids under the age of 18, children under 18. If you were over 18, then that wasn't a place for you. But these young kids would call us and ask for their for help. Um, so I joined. I joined as a counselor and just inspired kids and was there for kids and listened to them. If they didn't have parents or whatever the reason was why they were there, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. All they wanted was love. And from my perspective, I think I showed them love, and that's all I wanted to do. Spend Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever it was, with them, and just had the most amazing time, and showed them love, gave them love, and I believe it made a big difference in them. So yeah, it's it's pretty profound to be able to share that with this kids. The feeling that gave to me, and I'm sure what the difference it made for them.
And
Exactly.
I honor that about you so deeply. You will never know the lives you've ever touched,
Mm,
Yeah.
right?
right, right.
And that's the beauty about what you guys do. When you guys go to work, you have no idea who is there, why they're there, how they ended up there. But you guys understand compassion.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. We do.
I always said, I want to be the change in the world. I
Yes,
always
that's my
wanted to
favorite
change
thing.
the
Right.
world, but I didn't want to
You're
go
the
into the
coach.
world, right? So here I'm on the phone with Coco going, and you guys are changing the world.
And she says that every
And
time we're
I
on the
get to
phone.
sit
You're
here.
changing the world, and
Yes.
thank you. And with your help, you don't say to me is with your help because uh, I've been going through my spiritual awakening for a few months, and it's just a gradual thing. Everybody's different. But when I met you, it just opened it up and said, bam, come on, jump on and let's do this.
Yes.
It's a different way of looking at life, and just let go, and show love. And ever since I've been doing that, I see the difference. I see the difference with everybody around me in
Yes.
my life, work, outside of work, whatever it is, with my
So
husband. So it makes a
this is all
difference.
your fault. This is all your fault.
No, it's your fault.
No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I was happy sitting in. No. Do you
All
hear
right.
me?
I hear you.
That's an honor moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Say
So
accept.
I'll
I
accept.
accept.
I will
Yeah.
accept that. It is my fault.
Wow.
Thank you.
See, I love that shit.
Let's
Right.
talk about the light some more because
Okay.
now you know I have visions all the time. I mean, I have books and books and books, you know, just written.
What
Yeah.
is that one? What is that one? Put that one back up there, Kim. What was that one?
Faith, hope, love.
Faith, hope, and love. Really?
Yeah, and I just
That's
write
awesome.
all my everything.
Everything in there.
But so they said to be prepared, right? And they showed me the light coming in, and it was like I was hovering over the light, and I was basically shining down the light. Why do we need that? How is the light going to help us? How is light going to help humanity at this time?
Okay. I would like to ask you a question. So they came in and showed you are the light and the love, right?
Yes.
Why? How are you going to help?
How am I going to help?
Mhm.
Well, I can tell you that I had someone tell me about 2.5 years ago that I was the light, but it wasn't my time yet. And the funny thing is I was doing an EVP session, like I had a tape recorder, and I was asking questions of this person, and this person was kind of channeling, saying, "You're the light, it's just not your time." But after I listened to the EVP recorder, I picked up a voice telling me to lay low. Right? Lay low, it's not your time. And then he gave me the name of Rose, the Queen of the Roses, and other things like that. So now this has been 2-3 years ago. More lately, I've been like, okay, let's do this. Let's bring in the light. And that's where I'm at right now. And it's like, why is it so important? Well, let me just tell you. They also showed me a vision where humanity was suffering, and humanity was worn out and tired, and humanity was like beat down. Like, how more low can humanity go? And so I saw that it was also a play, that we were in the dark watching this play. These actors, there's these actors that are performing this ungodly script on us,
Right.
and then part of us waking up is, if every single one of us realized who we were on a spiritual level, that little script would be over so fast. It would just be done.
Wow.
If we all found our voice. Go ahead.
Can I take you in? Can I take you in? All right. We're just going to move the microphone because this is going to be good. Oh, look, when I move forward, there's look at the light in my face.
Yes.
It's like the Hawaiian Islands. Do you see it?
Wow.
Huh?
Ooh, yes.
I have no idea where that came from, but that's kind of cool. We'll kind of play with that. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
That's bizarre.
That is.
Okay.
That's awesome. Wow.
Who knows? It's like, look at this.
That was perfectly done.
Yes.
All right.
It's on your heart now. If
it
you
is.
just sit up straight, it's on your heart.
Oh, it is, huh?
The heart
right
chakra.
here in the heart chakra.
There it is.
So what I want to say to you, Kim, is I want to honor you and tell you something that was very clear the moment I heard your voice when you guys were at work. And do you want to talk to her? Well, it was early in the morning, and I was like, yes, I have to talk to her. And I heard your voice, and what I found from you was such a level of compassion. And you're asking about all these things that are going on. Well, the only way to change the world is to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Be of love, which is what you're doing. We're on some weird video. I have not videotaped myself ever, by the way. This is
By the way,
only
you
for
have
you
green
guys.
eyes. By the way, you have green eyes that look like,
How do you know?
emeralds.
Piercing.
Emeralds.
Yes,
They're
they're
beautiful.
emeralds.
Little bit of aqua.
Can you see them?
Yes.
No, I just know.
We just know.
For the viewers, because you look kind of blurry. I wish that,
Blurry?
Well, it's just a little,
It's a little blurry.
It's a little blurry to us. The viewers might be seeing you more clear.
Oh.
Are you seeing yourself clear?
Then you're probably looking like this.
She's living on herself right now, which, as you should.
I'm not looking at myself, but when I look into that screen, it looks clear. But I'm actually looking at you guys. I'm not looking at myself because that's just
beautiful.
Too much work.
Beautiful green aqua eyes, right? Yeah.
Really?
Long black.
I cannot see that, but thank you. But what I want to say, and I honestly, I love that you honor, like, we are so beautiful as women.
Yeah.
We don't need makeup.
Right.
We don't need to do our hair. We don't need to dress a certain way. Look at all of us. We got our faces up in a screen, right? And when you say, I see your eyes, is what you're telling me is I see your soul. That's the biggest compliment in the whole entire world.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it feels
amazing.
Yeah.
And
wow.
One more thing I want to say.
Honestly,
what's that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
They're talking.
Yeah.
I'm honoring both you, but Kim, I want to honor you because what you're doing is you had the courage and technology to put all these women together and put it out there. So are you making a difference? A massive difference.
Absolutely.
Massive. It starts with each and every one of us to honor each other. And like, that's what you're doing by holding this space. Now, could you imagine? I would never be doing this. I would never be looking at myself on a screen, on a computer, talking out loud. Like, really? Never. But you had something in your heart where you were like, and you got Coco, this beautiful angel, hugging you. You're bringing all the angels together. Do you get it?
Yes.
So honor yourself. And we really will be in this conversation saying honor yourself.
Right.
Because none of us would be here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Coco. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for coming to Vegas and through my friend Susan and through Danielle and through see, life is very intricate.
Yeah. When you stop and think about all that and what it took to connect us, me and you, it was a lot of people in between, but that's divine. That's divinity speaking and putting us together. So because it would have never happened. And then me and Kim.
No. Back it up really quick, Coco. Really quick. Sorry.
Go ahead.
It would have never happened. We all wished for it to happen. It could not have happened.
Got it. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm still learning. So I appreciate you changing my view and my vision of it, because that's what this is all about, a spiritual awakening. You change your language to where it's you understand that that was supposed to happen the way it happened, and this
That's weird. I'm gonna move up because I have a thing. Yeah.
perfect.
So because what you're doing is, sorry, the light's coming in different. That's weird. Look at my mouth.
You still
Look at
look
me.
good. I love it. Oh my God, that's the
It
best
is
one
so
there, right?
bizarre. Sorry, I just have fun because.
Well, look, can I say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
So I do have a message. I have so much information that I've brought with me to share with everyone. And I believe that when we're asked to come down here, we come down here with a script. Like, we come down with a mission, and we planned it all out, and we know what we're going to do, right? So I know that I have been through many lifetimes as a leader of women, in no uncertain terms. All of my life, I've been here so long, my soul is old. They showed me, when I am done here, my soul gets to go home. And it's like a pink world. And they set me on kind of like, it's not, I don't want to say a throne, but it was a chair in the middle. And then all the women, young girls, older women, were sitting on their hands and knees, because there was no such thing as tables and chairs.
Wow.
Where I come from. And they said, Kim's been gone a long, long time, and she has so much to tell you,
Wow.
So I've always, had several lifetimes where I've been a leader of women. And so when I got my past life done, and she showed me so many of my previous lives, there's no question in my mind why I'm here or what I'm doing. Wow. The most important one, and that I just brought up this past life, and I read about it yesterday. One of my lives, I was in the Pyrenees training a group of 12 priestesses, and we were learning the language of light. We were working with light.
Wow.
We had all of the information that we've all forgot and lost, and
Wow.
we vowed as a pact to stay together, and so I've come back again and again in some of those same areas to meet up with some of those same women that hold all those secrets and those keys and those codes, and the keys and the codes and the vibrations and the lights and the knowing. And it's just bleeding through, and it bleeds through, and it bleeds through, and it bleeds through. Well, we finally wake up and say, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
We're all that? Yes, we are. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And the only
I
one.
would ask you.
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I really love that you're acknowledging that about you.
Say that again.
I love that you are acknowledging that about yourself. I'm going to put this microphone down further. Okay. Because this is your time. You're bringing us together as women.
Yeah.
You chose this. You were chosen for this, and you are totally acknowledging it. Yep. You asked a question earlier. Is this going to take off beyond your wildest imagination? Yeah. Your I don't know if you were talking about your website. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever you're doing for work is going. Go ahead.
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I have an idea. I'm formulating it. It's like, when I came down here this last time, and I remember being in a place like heaven, thinking that I was done. They asked me to come back here yet again because they needed the best. You're laughing because are they confirming this?
She's confirming.
That my laughter is confirmation for you.
Yes.
You're like, I'm done. And they're like, yeah,
Yes.
are you kidding?
No.
We got it.
So they
Now my
showed-
ear is ringing.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
ear is ringing as we speak. They're like, oh, heck no. You're going back in because you're a powerful voice of powerful voice is what they're telling me. No.
Yeah, they said we need the best. And I said, oh no. So they showed me a hologram of life today. And I said, your plan is not going to work. I said, I'm not going in under the. Huh?
What did you see? We have a lap. I'm sorry about the gap in time. I did not mean to cut you off. I don't know. What is your hologram?
One of the things that the psychic told me about my past life is I came down here with choosing not to remember. So I came down with the biggest test of my life is, okay, nobody tell me anything. I'm just going to remember it. And so that's what I've been doing, just trying to remember all that stuff. And then what happened was I said, I'm not going to come down here unless we can do this, that, and the other. And they said, okay. And they let me choose a body and everything. And they asked me whatever. And at the last minute, they changed my script. So not only did when they pushed me off into the dark land and made me come through a point of light, I said, nope, I'm too badass. I'm not going to do your plan. I'm doing mine. You watch and see. But I've been here a long, long time. I've been doing this over and over and over and over. Right?
Whew. Wow.
Well, yeah. Like what I picked up on when you said that was, I'm not going to do your plan. And all I heard was giggling from the light beings. You are. And they told me, and we made you pretty and kind with a beautiful voice.
Yes.
We made you everything so everybody can hear you. So when you said you didn't want to do this, you just said, I just didn't want to go back and struggle. This time you wanted to come back like an angel. And you have. And you are.
Wow.
Wow.
They're very specific with you, Kim. Very specific with you. Like when I hear them talk, my ears are ringing as I talk to you. So when the ears start to ring, then I'm like, all right, what am I listening to? Okay.
So this is my last time here, right? This is my last time here, so I got to do this.
You'll never forget.
Wow.
You'll never forget this lifetime ever. You will return to what they call a light body, but you'll never forget this earth walk. You've completed your cycle. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You won't forget and have to be rebirthed through new parents and new life. You literally have gone through all your cycles because what you're doing right now, even with this podcast, you are fulfilling what they asked you to do.
Oh, wow.
In your heart. Now feel in your heart.
Yes.
Yes. And you know what? Some mornings I get up and I'm so exhausted. And I'm like, Kim, get up, do it. And I come over here and I do this. And I just want it to grow and be better and better and better. But that's only a part of it. You know what I mean? I feel like now a magnet. Okay? I feel like I've just been laying low and sending out energy to everybody, holding that space of love or compassion. Just keep holding it.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, now I'm like a magnet. Now I'm going to attract what I need to make it happen. Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense. I'm trying to move out of the sun because the sun is like,
But
yeah,
the sun
not
looks
that I'm
amazing
looking
in
at
your
myself, but I can see the flash. What I love what you're saying, is you're understanding. When's your birthday?
April 28th.
Okay. You're finally understanding what I hear from you. I'm not telling you anything. You already know. You're telling me. I already know my purpose. Right? And you asked a question, will I have to come back? You'll never forget who you are.
Right.
On this earth walk. Like you've had to forget. We always have to forget. When we've had journeys where we had to come back and relearn. This is the first time in history for mankind where we don't have to forget who we are ever. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
You'll never have to forget who you are again. It's crazy theory. Come on, go in. We're talking about eternity.
Whew, yeah, that's huge.
I've seen eternity.
Right.
You have seen it.
Mm-hmm. I've seen eternity.
Because that's where you are. That you are in, you are put in a paradigm where you could remind others of their eternal nature. And you just said it. No, I've seen eternal. I've been there. I know it.
Expand.
So you asked me if you're going to come back. See, you're asking me rhetorical questions because you already have the answer.
Right.
A rhetorical question is, you already know. Look at that.
I know, but I don't.
Like,
I know, but I don't. I know. It's funny because you all are part of the equation, and without everyone, all the women joining together at this time and lifting up humanity, that's I've seen this. This is what it kind of looks like. If you see our globe and it's round, and right here in Las Vegas is one light being, is one woman that has awakened, and she's a bright light.
Yeah.
And then she awakens this one, and she awakens that one. She awakens. We all awaken. And now, guess what? This earth becomes a star. Yeah. And when that happens, then humanity won't know suffering anymore. They won't know what it is.
Won't, because you said it perfectly, and I did not mean to cut you off, but I want to correct you on this.
Go ahead.
You said it. You're doing this work, Kim, and you're saying humanity, they won't. But the work you're doing, and Coco and LOUANN sitting here right now, we are the change.
Right.
That you're feeling. So I did not mean to cut you off, but it's to say you're already the change.
Right.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
We will not have to suffer anymore. And the children that your heart is very drawn to, that are sex trafficked or whatever, right? You're very drawn to them. Right? Yes. Remember one thing. The light that you are shines the light on them.
Yes.
You cannot shine enough anger or darkness on any given situation therefore to fix it. You are now telling me I am shining light on it. Now, that is the way to dissipate anything.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you realize the level of work that you are doing? So I'm going to honor you. It's Absolutely. Your choice to take it into your heart or not. Because I knew. All right, I'm going to have this conversation with these lovely ladies. Now, I had to take it very serious. I had to go into meditation and go, all right, I'm going to show up for them because I know they're going to show up for me because I know they're showing up for the world, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's that awesome.
Yes.
100%. And we're all here. We're all present.
You always know them by when they show up.
Yes.
When they show up, you're like, yep.
That's it.
Because most people won't.
It doesn't matter what most people will do, Kim. I love that you said that. It matters that you show up. What they won't do has nothing to do with you. You're the warrior.
Wow.
CoCo, little co-pilot there, like little.
And I'm honored you said that. I am.
Sorry if there's anybody that's listening that's offended. You guys are co-pilots because this shit gets rough.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to bring it right back down to the children because I feel in your heart, Kim, that you are definitely fighting battles for the ones who can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you and CoCo both. You run the jail. Oh my God. You take care of our people. But I want to say it like this. You already know your Mother Mary, Mother Teresa. You already know your love. You already know you are here to do this work, right?
Yeah.
My pendant shined like crazy when I was talking with you.
Wow.
You are the gift to the world. Now I watched the pendant and I talked to you and I was like, the pendant is, now I have lights in the room in there, but the thing is like moving and turning lights, right? And I was like, holy
right now or just when I was talking to you?
A saint. You're a saint. You're a saint.
Wow.
Thank you. I mean,
Thank you.
Well, I will say to you and to anybody who is listening and anybody who will listen at a further date, okay? You are a saint.
Yeah.
And CoCo, you are a saint. And LOUANN, you are a saint.
Thank you.
We are saints.
Right.
We're here to do this work. And like you said, as women, as we come together, we're incredibly strong. Divided, we are horrible. We're horrible.
Yeah.
Together,
yeah,
we are united. So I will let you guys talk. I didn't mean to go off on that little tangent, but it was guess, important.
Thank you for your insight and your wise. You're just so wise, and I appreciate that.
I want to say something. One of the things that I can tell you is this.
I can't get rid of the light.
A frozen star is asleep. Okay? Now think about humanity and how we all want them to wake up. A frozen star is asleep. And what do people need most? They need warmth.
Yeah.
And what was that feeling you were just sharing with me?
Yeah.
Was that warmth. And people need love. And then they're just going to thaw out. And then one moment when they have that epiphany, when they figure out who they are, they're just going to burst with light
and love.
You know? And so what I was saying is we have, if just communicating and being with each other and sharing the warmth and love, we ignite each other.
Right.
And if we could not disrupt that flow, and if we could just love everyone you touch, you should be passing that warmth.
Yes.
And then, you can't just give up on them after one or two attempts. Some people are frozen solid because they've suffered so much.
Wow.
And yes, they're numb. They are numb. They're frozen with fear and whatever. So we can't judge people anymore. And we can't, we have to just realize that we have to keep the space. And you said it so lovely. Keep that space. Keep that flow, that God energy, that love just flowing. Don't try to steal it from someone else, because if you're getting it, if your cup's overflowing, there's no stopping source from moving through you. And some people have been disconnected from source. Some people need to feel what source feels like. Maybe they never have, or maybe they need to feel like what it is again.
Right.
And so that's what we're doing.
I love what you're doing. Okay, I did not mean to cut you off again. That is what you're doing. You're reminding people.
Yes.
You got cut off from source, so you felt alone and separated. Mm-hmm. But you're bringing people back together to remind them of their heart's power.
Yeah.
So you're back to your original question is, you want to stay here, darling. You're bringing people together. You're bringing people together and touching their heart core where they had no idea.
Right.
And you said it perfectly. You have a purpose. Do you hear from my heart what I'm offering you?
Yes.
Tell me more. Tell me more, because just being human, you only your senses, when you go a day in and day out through life, you have to use your body and your senses. You have to be present in the world around you. That's where it happens. As much as we want to just be connected to source, we have to be open and let it flow through us. And each of us that are already awakened, when we get around each other, we glow and we buzz. But we take that and we energize, and that's how we re-energize it. But we have to go out into humanity.
Reality.
That's where it's at. It's not hiding in, a clique. Or it's not hiding like an island. You're not an island. We're all have to be present in this human experience for it to work. And a lot of people have checked out. They've just checked out. They already been past the point of, I know it's humanity is the matrix or whatever. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing it. I'm done. But they still have to be here. You know what I mean? So they still have to wake up and be a part of this experiment for it to work. I mean, everyone has their part. It's like a football team. If you go out on the field and someone doesn't do their part, we all have to pick up and play the game harder and quicker and smarter.
Because someone's not doing their part.
Because somebody's not doing their part. So at what point? No, we're late.
Okay, I have to move my chair. Did you see that sunshine? I just looked like I had like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
I'm listening to you. And I think
at what point do we allow people to say, all right, they don't want to do their mission anymore. They're done. What do we do with people? Because I mean, we see homeless people everywhere now. Everywhere. At what can one person make a difference for? No, one person cannot. What can
Mhm.
we do? Can you ask the spirit beings, the light beings, to share some of their
She loves it.
wisdom with us?
Mhm. Mhm. Just let them drop in, okay? You guys
All right.
cool? Like we're gonna
Yeah.
go because I have to.
Just go with it. Go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, what they're telling me is, you never know who you're meeting as you move through your day. Never judge a situation or a person. Only tune into the energy of it, right? So I could see, how do I say? They're saying it like this, like, it doesn't matter what somebody looks like. Follow their heart.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So your question is what they're telling me, a deeper question that you're having, Kim, is what you're doing making a difference in people's lives? Yes. Is it hard? Yes. Did you choose it? Yes. Will you continue? Yes. Did that settle something in your heart?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you
yeah.
chose this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Thank you.
Will you
Wow.
make a difference? Kim, you and hi Coco, and you and Coco will make such a difference in people's lives that you won't know now. You'll maybe never know.
Right.
Maybe in 20, 30, 40 years, you'll never know how you influenced somebody's life. It's kind of like not up to you. But I will tell you, the work that we are doing here today in this, is it called a podcast? I don't know what it's called. Is it called a podcast?
Yes, podcast.
Conversation. We're having a conversation.
We're having a
We're
conversation.
chatting
We're
live
chatting.
for everyone
Right,
can
that's
hear
it.
us. There's no
Yeah,
going back.
There's no going back. So this in itself, I'm sure there's people listening, and if there will be people listening afterwards, right?
Right.
Kim, you're making a difference, a massive difference. So I'm here. You want to tune into the light beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not you. It's more me being afraid to bring them out because they speak a different language, and I don't want to freak people out.
No, bring them out. Let's hear it.
Okay, so right, you want to go? Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Let's bring them
jump
out.
We're in. We're in.
All right, let's go. We're going. Hold on, I'm going to move my camera over here. And I was wondering why they put the light in my face over here.
You wondered. Now that's rhetorical.
So rhetorical. I was like, why is the light in my face over here? Right? So let's go.
It's drawing you.
So ask them any question you want to ask them. They're saying to me, as long as we are respected when you ask the question, we don't get, like, sometimes people will say, like, oh, that was weird. They're just saying to me, just respect us. So
Yes.
I know you are, but I'm saying go ask the question. I'm excited.
Can you, spirits, light beings, I know, and I come with respect, and because I feel like I already know you. I feel like I was having a conversation with LOUANN, and she said there's many of you. There's are you from all different places and different times, different realities that have come together as well at this time?
Yeah, they're saying this. They're saying, like, we diverted the conversation earlier because we were not ready to expose to you what you're saying. Your question is yes. So we are a collective. So we are not, as LOUANN sees us, she doesn't see us as one. And as we speak to you, we are many. We are a council. So when LOUANN sits at the council of the table, there are a lot of us. And they're saying, people tried to call us names, like Palladian or but this is a council. You're getting your question answered by the way, Kim, thanks for provoking it at this level. So we sit at a table. We're not one race. We are not one culture. We are collective, coming together with the same message that you want to hear, because we are the ones telling you. You provoke question, we answer the question. Don't separate us. We are not separate. We are not different. And we respect you, Kim, because you kept calling us in because you understood. This is a council. This is a council. LOUANN sits with the council. Go ahead.
I also know that I sit with the council. I sit with the council.
You sit with them.
Yeah.
You're asking a rhetorical question.
No, I just had to make the connection.
Wow.
And you have made so many connections for me, because one thing that the light beings do is they don't tell you everything. They know you know. They're just going to give you a hint. And that's what they do. And those little hints spark so much memory. And you get these hints and hints and hints where you're building a picture in your mind and you're trying to connect the dots where there's a little bit of gray space. So you're filling in those dots. And sometimes you think that that's your imagination. How much of our imagination is drawing from what already is, what was, what will be? So
okay, so put your hand on your heart, because you're asking your own question. Put your hand on your heart, both you guys.
Yeah.
Kim, you're asking me to translate for you what you already know. I'm just confirmation. The light beings are saying, I am being LOUANN. We're using LOUANN to be confirmation for you.
Yes.
You're already on this path. You're already speaking to us directly. You already know it. We've already contacted you through your dreams, through your awake state. We've already contacted you. This is your confirmation that humans sometimes require. It's okay. It's love.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Let's jump in.
That was awesome.
You ready to jump in?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Where are we going?
When I go up there, I literally am flying through the light. After they helped me go at first. They kind of pulled me up, and it's like flying through pure white, but there's particles in there, almost like rain, rain, but it's particles of light. So that's matter. That's you're just passing through purity and matter. And then when you get there, it's a world that's all lit up. It's a light city, and everything's light and bright. And I got called to the table several times.
Wow.
And I basically was, so if you want to think of a long table, very long table, Think of the one where Jesus sat at for the Last Supper.
Ugh.
Very long.
Wow.
And I sat at one end of the table. I sat at the very end of the table. And the whole council was sitting around. And I could not see them. They were so bright. They're just so bright. But you could see it moving. Like it's so just like you right now.
Yes.
If the light was so bright, every time you move, the light would kind of move with you.
With you.
So you could tell that there was people around the table.
Whew.
And they said, you know why you're here, right? And like, you know, be playing dumb, I guess. Playing dumb.
That's cute.
But yes, just like, no, why?
And what did they tell you?
They
What
said,
did
do
they
you know
tell
why?
you? Go ahead.
Is any
Sorry.
of this confirming? Are you confirming any of this?
I'm just asking, yeah, what did they tell you?
Okay, they said, do you know why you're here? And I said, no. And they said, you're here because you're the one.
Wow.
They said, you have never killed anything ever in all your souls,
Mm.
you know? And they said
Wow.
some things to me, and we had a discussion, you know. I had to confess. I had to tell them some of the things that were weighing heavy on my heart that I've done. And they said, okay, go back. You're going to get a little bit of karma and you're going to show yourself, you know, you're going to prove yourself for those things. And I did. They dished it up and I did it with the biggest heart and everything, and gave it so much of my heartfelt love that I cleared my karma. You know what I mean? And then after that, instead of them pulling me up, I was able to say, I want to go home. And I could literally shoot myself up the tunnel of light and be with them.
Wow.
You know? And then I would be like to where I could just spiral up. And then I learned to climb up my own DNA. I mean, it looks like DNA, and you're just spiraling up this most amazing, brilliant thing to where when you finally get it, like, oh my God, when you finally push your imagination up through it and it becomes alive, it's no longer your imagination. It's your eyes seeing what's really there. And so I started going up, and there I was up there. And that's the space where your guardian angel sits, your fairy godmother, or whatever you say. And they do.
What did you feel when you were there with them?
You feel so big. You feel like Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
You feel like you ate that damn cookie and you grew. Your spirit, basically, I saw it as a tower. If you want to think of the Eiffel Tower, think of how big your soul, how big of a presence you really do make on this earth when you are in your power. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You're that big.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was a message they gave you, is you have no idea how big you are when you're in your light. Is that what you're telling me? Whoa.
Not even in your light, just when you're in your full power, when you are who you are.
When you are
When your soul
yeah.
is so connected to heaven, when it's so like grown, like jolly, like in the green stalk. What is it? Beanstalk?
The green, the
Jolly
green, yeah.
The beanstalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you feed
The jolly green giant.
yeah, the jolly green giant. When you feed your soul with light, it grows. It really does. It grows and grows and grows and grows to where you're like a tree. You're like a tree to where you can just keep extending your branches up higher and higher and higher to where you can just feed off that light. And you feel it. You feel that big.
That energy.
Okay?
That energy.
That's they don't want you to do that in this world. They don't want you to know how amazing your soul can be, you know? And so
So how beautiful is that? Because you're sitting there, Kim and Coco, little gorgeous beings in the whole entire universe, massive beings, and I'm sitting here talking with you. How did that work? They never stopped us.
Right.
You see what they were telling you, like, go up here, but you are the light. Coco, you are the light. LOUANN, you are the light.
Yeah, we are the
Anybody
light.
else who wants to be the light is their choice. Everybody has the same capacity to be the light.
Right.
But I will tell you, Kim, you were chosen. Coco was chosen.
And so are you.
When it comes in at that level, sorry, Coco, I did not mean to cut you off. What'd you say?
Okay. It's okay.
When we come in at this level of light and understand, hell yeah, I got a purpose. And now we're having this, I don't know, what day is it? I have no concept of time, but I think it's Friday.
It's an epiphany.
And we're having the most amazing conversation, right? You guys are glowing.
As you are.
And that's what we do. So what I want to honor both of you with really quick is that I want to hear one more thing about where they took you.
Okay.
I want to hear one more thing because there's something you seem to be leaving out.
Oh.
That I'm hearing from my heart.
Okay.
That you're leaving out.
All right. I'll tell you.
Wow.
So after I did my karma and I got taken back up, you know, I started having some amazing spiritual experiences. That light would come down over me and I would look up and there was a dove. And behind, it was kind of in a cup and it was kind of like a cross and it kind of had like flames behind it. It kind of had glowing light. Yeah, I saw the Holy Spirit. Okay.
So what did it look like to you? A dove?
I drew it. Do you want me to get it?
Yes.
I would love to see, please.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
Wow. How amazing is this?
Hey, Coco, it's you and I, girl. What's up, girl?
What's up? You are glowing. You've been glowing from the moment we went on. I just want to tell you that. The sun has not, the light has not left your visible being at all. Ready? And it's just amazing. Here she is. Look. Wow.
Okay, let me see. All right, I have to get closer. Okay, hold on. What?
Yeah.
That's a cross with a cup and the dove flying in.
Wow.
And there's a little flame under there.
That's amazing.
It's glowing, like the light, the whole like outline part, that's all lit up with bright light.
Yeah.
So it's like so much bright light, but the only thing, like you could see this, just like so alive and so crazy, but the light was like, you know, blinding.
And that's the dove.
It was coming down so strong, just like you're being blinded now.
Right. Just
like so blinded by the light. And so
wow. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
So that was one thing that I did accept. And also several years back, I got a vision of a being in a white robe that was like blazing with fire, and it was just floating down over me. And I just like put my hands out and I said, God, you know, I said, God, Lord, Jesus, whoever, I want you. I want you in here, in me. I want to become you, you know? So I've been having those experiences. And then I would have an experience where I would see myself laying there and I would see the inside of my being was like dark with stars. And then it would just be like the stars would be falling like gold dust. that in my inner world, and gold was just like everywhere inside me. And gosh, let me see. I know I have had some more. Really,
I have a
really.
question about the gold. The gold
Yeah.
was coming in through the top of your head.
Wow.
Through the top of your head, the gold, yeah?
Just now? No.
No, in the vision.
No, in the vision, I was in a dark place. It was like I was laying back, but my third eye could only see like a very dark space. It definitely was enclosure. It was like being inside myself. And I just started seeing like gold falling, like stardust, like stars, like lights. It was like a dome over me in the dark space, and it was just raining gold all over.
Wow. That's amazing.
And what did you feel when you were in there?
Well, I felt okay, so what I didn't tell you was in that same space, I saw after that dust settled in my like laying there, after it settled, it rose up like a dove, like a light, kind of flowy light beam of a dove, and it rose up out of me, and it's just there, and that's what I feel like I have. That dove, whatever, is kind of like my light body now, and it can go places and do healing. That's how I do remote healing and things like that. But I mean,
okay, so I want you to right now, because I know you have this ability, Kim. I want you to send me remote healing. Okay, I want you to send me the energy because you can do the remote healing. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to go into
spot.
What's that?
Do you have a specific spot?
I don't. Just send it in. I'm trying to ask.
Okay.
I would say I would like to feel it in my heart.
Yeah.
There you go. I can already feel it. I felt that in my heart and my toes.
Wow.
All the way from my heart to my toes.
Wow.
Right.
And to the top of my head, I felt that.
You felt it as well.
That was you are good at what you do.
Tell me what you felt. What were your senses?
I felt. What's that?
Tell me what your senses.
What I felt was when you went in, I felt in my heart, and I felt it in my toes, and I felt it to the top of my head. And what I felt was like, how do I say it? Zoom, zoom. It was like a vibration of love.
Yeah.
It was like a wave. Yeah. Is that correct? Is that how you were sending it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well received. You're very clear on your deliverance. Yeah. Yeah, you're very clear on how you deliver it, because all of a sudden my body went into like, wow. Wow.
Thank
really
you.
Good.
Can you talk some more for us? And then I'll tell you some more. You actually sparked things in me like I remember.
That's awesome.
What do we want to talk about?
Okay.
Bring it up.
I do know
about the sunlight. Like, it was fun being in there, but I gotta get out.
Whenever they sit there as in the council and we're going to ask them a question, they're going to look at us like, you already know that. It's so kindergarten. Like, it's like, do we have to really remind you of that? And they give you that look, but it's like parents. Yeah. It's like parents. It's like, you know what? Let me explain it again.
Right.
But and so I feel like we're like little toddlers down here. And I just feel like we're waddling around, and they're like picking at us and pushing.
Yeah, like parents.
But they're like good parents. You got to learn it. Okay? Well, the good thing is you already know it. Right? So you just have to remember. So right. We each have to just trigger each other or give hints and clues. We can't tell you. We can't do it for you. And I think that each of us, even if it's just, oh my God, my favorite song is, Stevie Nicks, and someone else goes, oh my God, that might trigger some kind of memory that meant so much to you as a little girl. And you're like, you know what? That was profound. I got to remember that, and then all of a sudden you're like, boom. It's like something is brought back to the forefront.
Awakening in you. Yeah.
And that can happen for lifetimes. That can happen for each of us that have that same realm of experience. Like, we ran around the spiral a couple times together, right. And we're just coming back around again. Like, you went your way, I went my way, and I'll see you on the other side. You tell me your story, I'll tell you mine. It's like just friends getting back together.
Wow.
And I know we go through life and we meet people like that, and we cherish it. You know what I mean? But then there's people that have been alongside you the whole way and kind of have met the same person just in a different way and had that same rotten relationship and had that same happiness and had yeah. So we have been like together going around the same time, having the same lives, having the same experiences, and now here we are, boom. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, wait, how do you know that? You know what I mean?
It's full circle. It's full circle.
It's full circle.
Yes.
Here we are again.
Having
these experiences.
And here we are again. Because Kim, when I met you and we actually made that connection, that's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. I've known you before. The comfort was instant. Mm-hmm. And when we started, talking about stuff a little more and a little more, it's been a slow, gradual relationship between you and I, right? Mm-hmm. I can say that, yes. but it's heartfelt and it's always real. Mm-hmm. So she was already there and in her zone when I started mine, and she's helped me through in a sense of just open your eyes, feel it. And then now that I'm kind of just going through that transition, we've connected on a deeper level, mm-hmm. you and I, Kim, and it's been wow, just mind blowing. To be able to feel that and understand one another in a different realm other than reality and work, because that's all we've known all this time since we've met. So you, LOUANN, has held my hand throughout this journey, from even before it started, even before it began. Like you let me know that, hey, there's a change coming in your life, in your heart, in your soul, in your being, and it's not going to be easy, but I am here for you, and you've been there the entire way, and I love you for that, and I appreciate you, and it's just amazing. Everybody's spiritual journey is different. It's not the same. There's no book on this, so you just kind of go with it, and open your heart, open your mind, and just take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith and trust that you're going to be okay. And it's just the most amazing feeling ever, ever, ever in my life. And thank you.
Did I give them their answer, or do they need one more? Because I got a ton more.
My heart is so full of joy right now. Like I could not smile bigger if I tried.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. You guys are amazing. And go ahead.
Well, LouANN, can you ask the light beings if I hit on the one thing that I wasn't saying? Or is there more? Because there's more.
Okay, ask them the question again, and then I will completely tune in and let's go. Okay.
Okay. So, light beings, did I list the one thing that I was leaving out, or is there more?
They're really telling me this very specifically. This is they're telling me you are always on a journey to have the end result. But you're not willing to be on the journey of ever evolving. Okay? There is no end. There is no end result. Make sense to you?
Oh, I see. Yes.
They're asking you to play in the incrum in between, the part in between where you are and where you want to be. They're asking me, ask her to stop asking, not to not ask. They want to play with you. Could you imagine like going to like the buffet and eating all the food at once?
No.
Right? No.
Right.
No. That they're literally telling me from my heart to tell you, play with us. It's almost like falling in love. Have you ever fallen in love with somebody? You don't go, okay, I fell in love with you. Now we're done. Now let's move in. Let's eat dinner and like, let's watch TV.
It's a journey.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. We say, I want to fall in love with you. I want to know you. And they're saying, we want to know you. And you're like, I want to know you. So Kim, the answer to your question is fall in love. But they do have one more message for you. And they're very specific about it. You have the gift. This is your choice, whether you tune into it or not. And there's a knowing that happens. Okay? That is your choice. Yeah. We will wait for you forever. Or you can have the knowing. And absolutely, they'll bring you LOUANN or that person or that person or that person or that person. If you want to do this light being work, which they've already shown up for you, which is the kicker. If you need people to show up to guide you, they'll send them. When they showed up for you and they're telling me a specific dream that you had, and they're saying we showed up to her and I literally see like leprechauns and rainbows.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you?
Not yet. No.
Wow.
A dream with leprechauns and rainbows. No.
Okay. So just let that tune in to you. What I will tell you unequivocally, the question that you're asking, that's why LOUANN kept saying it's a rhetorical question. You know why? You already know. You already know. You already know what you're doing.
Step into it.
You already know your purpose here. You already know. And I'm incredibly honored that you are asking me, right?
Right.
But you were the one that brought all of us together here on this day on Friday, I believe it is. It was you. So what they're asking me to tell you is take it into your heart because this is you.
Yeah.
They're going to say it just like this. your bitch ass has courage to do this. This is literally their words, not mine, because I don't use those words. I'm much more proper than that.
Say that again.
Your bitch ass knows what you're doing.
Oh,
That's right.
I love
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
Your bitch ass
Yeah.
knows what you're doing.
Your bitch ass knows exactly what you're doing. And like, I don't use that. Do you
Thank
hear
you
what that means?
That's him
I
talking to
fucking
you.
know. I will
Tell me why.
right?
Wow.
Tell me why.
Why? Because sometimes I have to just, I know what I need to do and I know what's good for me and I will not like accept. I mean, come on. It's like, don't make me be a bitch about this because I will.
Wow.
This is what
Can I
want.
ask you one? Can I ask you a question? What are you afraid of?
Oh, you asked me that the other day.
She asked me that all the time.
Oh, did I?
Wow.
What are you afraid of?
At this point, I'm really not afraid of anything, to be honest.
Okay, I'm going to ask it again. That's not the answer. What are you afraid of?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You told me to go fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of that.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one more time, okay? Just go with the flow. It's like a weird flow. What are you afraid of? And you said falling in love, right? Right?
Yes.
Are you afraid now?
I'm not afraid of the moment of like my path in life is kind of set out already. I'm just waiting for
Okay.
the
May I? I'm sorry. I did not mean to cut you off. I'm going to back your truck up really quick. Because what I'm picking up on from your energy is there's somebody you're incredibly in love with, but yet you are too strong to tell them. And you are too independent to be soft. Does that make sense to you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So yes or no, and then I'm going to go deeper. Okay. So this person is deeply trying to love you, but you have what appears, how do you say it to her? You have this very beautiful direction and it's kind of in your head and you won't let anything get in the way, not even love. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it came in, it's like a puppy. You just stepped over it.
Wow.
And when you are in your pursuit, this is them talking. You can tell because my voice will raise, by the way. When you are on the pursuit of finding everything you think your heart desires, you're stepping over everything your heart desires.
Ooh.
Makes sense to you? Yes or no?
Yes.
So stop it. Stop it.
I'm not trying to laugh, but that
Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel it in your heart?
Yeah.
Do you feel what they were saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're telling me to tell you, that was them, by the way, because I don't speak that strong. I'm much softer in my demeanor. They're much more intense, trust me. I live with them. What they're telling me to tell you, and okay, here goes the coat because it just heated up, is that,
wow.
yeah, I know, right? To follow, there's a part of your heart, and there are many people that are going to be listening to this video that are going to resonate with exactly what you're going through, and what I'm saying.
Yes.
There's never one. There's always many. Let me tell you. Let love in. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah.
Does that answer the question that you've been asking a long time? Yes or no? Yes. Go ahead.
Right.
Yes.
Yes or no? Just be very honest.
Yes or no?
It does. It does. It's like a like.
Go ahead. You're blushing. Go ahead.
It's okay. Yeah. It just kind of
What
punched
is
you in the
that?
face.
To my heart, like.
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole purpose of this whole entire conversation was to remind you, hon, their angels are trying to get you to open up your heart.
Yeah.
And your strength, it's apparent.
Yeah.
But your tenderness and your kindness is what you are seeking and what they are seeking within you. It doesn't break you. It just allows you to let somebody into your heart and let you into somebody's heart. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank
you feel that?
Wow. Whew, that was epic.
Damn.
That's epic.
That's epic.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Whew.
Woo.
Thank you. Thank you,
You can
LOUANN.
you can thank your angels and guides, because those are the bitches that I talk to. Like
Right.
I'm always like, you bitches, like you guys talk so loud, and they're like yeah, we do. I'm like, did you feel it in your heart? I'm all joking aside. Did you feel it in your heart? It's time to open your heart, sweetheart. You're missing opportunities because you're being way too hurt and headstrong. And the reality is all the things you've asked for and you desire are right here, right now. This is that moment where you just go, have no freaking idea what I'm doing. But I want to cry. You just cried. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you see how beautiful that is? That was vulnerability. That is like raw, awesome. Like this whole conversation, no matter where this conversation goes, watching you cry was worth it.
Yeah.
And watching you let the love of your life, whatever it is you desire, come in was worth it.
Yeah.
And you have the beautiful CoCo there to support you. Like I'm telling you, he's coming in. Sweetheart, he's coming in. He's already here. He's trying to break through. Choice. Your choice.
Wow.
Are you willing to let go of everything that ever hurt you, everybody that ever hurt you, every perception that you ever had about people? Are you willing to just go into this moment with somebody and feel completely raw and vulnerable?
Wow.
I saw that smile. We're on camera. I saw that smile. Yes.
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 I can too.
How beautiful is that?
What?
How beautiful. For me to witness that is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
You're like you're like you're in your hands and you're in your mode and your mind is going, but can I do it? Like, oh my God, will he stick around? Oh my God, will this work? The truth is,
don't you love that? Wow. That's you.
Say that
the
again.
light beings are telling you it's your time.
Shine. Let's go all in.
Go all
It's
in.
your time.
Go all
Right?
in, she says.
What did you say?
I said go
What'd
all
you
in.
say?
What do you have to lose? Right?
Exactly.
Go all
Yeah.
in. Take that leap of faith. You're ready for it, Kim.
Well, no, you can't lose because even if you stumble and fall, you can't lose.
Right.
If you don't run, but this one for you, Kim, is going to, this one's epic. And it feels like he's already around and you just haven't let him in. So I don't know what that is. You deal with that on your own, but it's as if you already have people around you. They're trying to break down what I feel in my heart is they've been trying to break down your walls. But what I feel from you, which is totally honorable, I totally honor it, but you felt so tough and steadfast. You couldn't let them in. Does that make sense? I see your energy lighting up, by the way. I felt like a stress come over you.
Wow.
What's that?
Yeah, because I'm just confused.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. I'm really at a spot where what you were saying about like what I have to do, what I want to do with my life, it's so much more important, it just seems. That
Okay.
I feel like I've been derailed so many times before and told what I wanted didn't matter, you know? So it's like now I'm being told it's your time. Yes, it's time. Or I'm saying, no, I'm making this my time. I'm not wasting any more time. I feel like time is wasted. And so it's like, I don't have any more time. I want to just, like you said, get to the end, right? But so you're saying,
well,
the end's already.
But you have a partner, sweetheart. You have a partner coming in that's going to help you. You can't do this alone. This is what I'm picking up on your energy. And you're asking about the light beings, and I will let you talk to them for sure. Okay? They're saying to me, you almost are like, like snowshoes in the snow when you're walking through the snow. You need snowshoes to walk through the snow. You know what I'm talking about, snowshoes?
Right, yeah.
You were trying to tromp the snow without snowshoes. Your help is here. Yeah.
Oh.
How cool is this? Like, this is going to be a moment because your beautiful gift has such amazing momentum. Sweetheart, you need a partner. You need somebody to help you with, I'm feeling like the technology part of it and also the other parts of your life. Like, I feel from your heart, I don't want to do this alone. I can be massive, but I don't want to do this alone. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. So that person is going to show up for you, is already here, is going to show up. You're supposed to do amazing things. And guess what? Nah, you can't run a circus. A beautiful, amazing, think about a circus, right? You go to a circus, it's like this magical show. Not one person can run the circus. You need many to make children's dreams come true in this magical environment. So what they're telling me for sure, they're telling me, stop being a one-person show.
Yeah.
You're all right. I can see you light up. Do you see you light up as I said that? As they told you that, you just went from heavy to light. Your whole face lit up. Your glow is amazing. You don't have a wrinkle
really
in your face. Before I said that, you were like,
yep. You see it?
Right, Coco?
Yes.
Do I get a?
Absolutely. Wow.
You're not alone.
Wow.
You're not alone. This has been a very heavy weight and load that you've had to carry on your own, and you've done a magnificent job. But you're not on your own anymore.
Yeah, you're not.
It's too much for you, sweetheart.
Do we have some initials? No. I'm
You
sorry.
wanna?
You already know, Kim. You already know.
If you
You
want.
already know who it is. Tell her, LOUANN.
I don't. Really don't. Tell me who it is.
I am seeing a J and an M. A J and an M. It's very specific what I'm seeing.
Wow. Is that like first and last name?
I don't know. I'm seeing a J and an M. What is the person's name that you're inquiring about? We probably shouldn't say it on this.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you what it looks like?
Yeah.
You want me to go that? I can go that specific if you want me to.
Yeah.
I already saw it when I talked to you the other day. He has blonde hair. He feels to me as if he's like from the country of like a Dutch or a Finland. Like he's a European. I did not tell you this, did I?
No, you didn't. Is this someone
He
new?
has blonde hair, and he is like blonde, like light natural blonde hair, and he appears that he's from a different country.
Nice.
And he is going to completely dote over you because in their culture, which is what you need.
Yeah.
You are desiring somebody to take care, like it's not to say to take care of, because you're a strong ass warrior. It is to come in and love and nurture and respect you.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
not hard to look at. He's really not hard to look at, by the way. He's quite gorgeous.
That's what you want, huh?
I don't know. I just want to be doted on. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I see him to be about 6'2". He has blonde hair. I see him like he is coming into me as like a Dutch person or Finland. I'm getting one of those. He has a very strong accent, and he just dotes over you. Just watch for him.
Nice.
I'll keep my eye open.
Keep your heart open. That's the key.
He'll be here within probably 48 hours. So just pay attention.
Wow.
Oh my God. This is going to be amazing. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it though.
Right.
It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter if we live stream this or not. Right.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing. I've never had. I feel like a little kid in a candy store because I don't. It's like, you don't allow yourself certain things because you don't have the coin or whatever. You don't have a gift to give in return for what you want. So you just go through life without accepting and not asking and not sharing in that one thing that makes people thrive on this planet is the give and the take. You know what I mean? So I always feel like if I don't have the coin, I just don't need it. I don't want it. You don't ever realize that sometimes people want to give too. You know what I mean? You know how you just give and give and give. Sometimes what people want to give too. But there's that disconnect because now you have. It's like
here's your word. Here's your word on your disconnect. Didn't mean to cut you off. Here's your word. I accept.
What?
I accept.
I accept.
I accept.
I accept.
Okay.
That's it.
Because what I hear from you is a lot of what you desire and you deserve, and I accept.
Wow.
That's all it requires.
That's it.
And
Wow.
within the next 48 hours, somebody is going to no, 48 hours. Like, this shit does not ever fail me, ever. 48 hours, someone's going to show up, and all you're going to say is, I accept.
I accept. That's
Namaste.
it. Namaste. Yep. Wow.
I accept. Take it in and just, this is your time.
Woo.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing so many amazing, what do you call these? I don't know what they're called. Like, this is called a phone call for me. I don't know what you guys call it. I call it a phone call. Amazing phone call from heart. You've got some amazing stuff coming in, girl. It's almost like leprechauns and rainbows.
And rainbows. Yay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's never been wrong.
I'm like so appreciative and so happy and so light filled right now.
Right.
And I just appreciate you being you and coming forward with this information. I want to give for I don't know what the tricky saying is, tit for tat, but every time you give me a morsel, I'm going to give you one too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right?
Right.
And even if it's just a morsel, you know, sometimes people say, well, I can't give it. I don't have something big. You know, it's like, wow, you know, no, we feed each other morsel by morsel,
right.
Crumb by crumb. Just that one little crumb, you give me one, you know. So, and not that what you gave me was a crumb or a morsel, but it just sounds good. It sounds something delightful.
Yeah.
So let me dig deep and think of another crazy thing that happened to me.
Okay.
So when I had a picture of Shakti and Shiva in my bedroom, but it was a modern version and it was just like outlined, you know, it was just like basic outline, and he had her, and it was in black, and the only thing that was color was her lipstick was red. And so anyways, on one of the times when the light came down, it actually looks like a bubble with a hole in the top. That's your aura. You do have a hole in the top. And I actually would see beings looking down in it. And when you look past those beings, you see the universe, you know. And so eventually something moved like this way, and then that hole in my aura moved and clicked on. And it was almost like in time or whatever, goes and then finds my light, I find it, and boom, we're locked in. Okay, click. And then all of a sudden I just got unlimited amount of light, just streaming light. There was coming and going and everything. I was able to go up and see like this whole light beam, like this flowy light beam. It was like being at the top of a pyramid and climbing up all the way to the apex and peeking my head up and looking and seeing this like God or this light thing looking down on humanity, like really being on the biggest tower looking down. And then what came at me was like one of the like little alien dude or something, but it was more like a I have to tell you, I've remote viewed on aliens, but that's another story. So I've been there, and then so this light tunnel that was like open, okay, eventually a gentleman came down and he said, if you are my soulmate or other half or twin flame or whatever, then here. And he threw a code on my forehead in gold. Ooh. And it just went and sunk into my being. And then that person came yet again and came down in and said, do I need to help you now? And gave me that Shakti Shiva kiss. And just like a lotus floating, there was dirt and everything. He pulled just like a lotus, pulled dirt and
Wow.
soot and things out of my heart.
Ooh.
And that's the cosmic kiss. For
Yeah.
anyone that wants to know that Shakti and Shiva kiss,
Ooh.
that was it. And just like held like this. That person is able to come and go at will. And there's been times when I've been asleep and I've had like things come at me astrally to try to like come at me, and my light body wakes up. There was instance of being attacked, and his arms came around and pulled stabbing instruments out of me.
Ooh.
Okay, and then I've just seen that he's just there. He's just really protecting, and so, and it's like that's happened on numerous occasions where I've seen his hands come out from around me. It's very intense. And more recently, then I started seeing what would look like a vesica Pisces, with the two circles.
Ooh.
You know how the two circles overlap, and then in the middle you get that?
Yeah.
Well, imagine this. There was a slit there. Now, if you think about what that looks like with like a slit, that looks like a woman's part. He pulled that open and looked. So I really saw the vesica Pisces. I know that it is a doorway. Okay, it's a portal. All right. He pulled it and looked out. Didn't come in. Whatever. What I see next are these big eyes come out, like goddesses' eyes just come out and are looking at me. And then he came through that bad boy and came into my reality. So apparently I was hearing that like they're trying to map him and they're trying to map him. I don't know, but I feel like they were trying, that might have been a walk-in or something, trying to go into a male form, because they told me that the male form was in Morgan and in Nevada.
Wow.
Morgan being the mother goddess.
Yeah.
In the
so
womb.
You have a question about a walk-in. Am I correct?
Was that a walk-in? I mean, what was that?
No. I want you to tune into your heart. Put your hand on your heart and ask, was it a walk-in? So what a walk-in is very different than when you're dealing with the light beings. A walk-in is a lost soul, that you're a lost soul and they can walk in and embody you. Was it a walk-in? No. Do you feel that? Did it feel like a walk-in?
No. I felt like I was helping somebody be born. Like I was a channel. It came straight down the channel of light and came straight through what looked like, a female part. And I saw the eyes. He came through the goddess portal.
And what color was his hair?
Dark brown. It wasn't blonde. It was dark brown.
Okay.
And then so I've had those weird. I mean, it just doesn't ever stop when it comes to the goddess. Like I've seen my womb where it looked like a cave with water from the ocean flowing in. You know how the tide comes up?
Yeah.
And it flows in and out. And in walking in that water was lovers, a man and a woman holding hands, and they were so in love. And they were just in the waters of my womb. You know what I mean? And then I remember looking down and seeing my hara, if you know what that is, your hara, your energy down there, looking like a tapestry and just feeling like silk, like a soft, silky tapestry, And so there is a portal of some sort that, if you want to say I have that, I don't know. Yes, I do. I don't know. What is that? I mean,
I would say for sure you do. That's all these experiences that you're having, like you're going into all these Shakti or these energy sources, right? And you are understanding. So at first it might seem a little strange, right? But you know what's going into your, like you said, to your ground chakra, your uterus. Like you're seeing, you're having these visions. Are they real?
Of
That's all that
course.
is real.
Of course.
The world is an illusion. What you're experiencing through all these experiences that you're having is actually real. The rest of it's an illusion. You have an amazing gift. And I will tell you, I'm honored to have this conversation with you guys, Kim and Coco. Yeah. But I will tell you, you guys both are incredibly gifted. And what I would say to you is ride the wave. Is it always easy? No. Is it always worth it? Absolutely, unequivocally. Can you do it? Yes. You wouldn't have been chosen if you couldn't do it.
Right. Wow.
You know what I mean? It's almost like falling in love. I call it a godgasm. It's like I'm falling in love with falling in love with God. It's a godgasm.
Yeah.
Truth. This is really what I call it. I think I should coin that phrase because, they coin every other spiritual phrase in the entire universe. So whatever, but not going to happen. But it's that moment where you recognize you're a part of something. And I'm telling you guys, Kim, I'm telling you unequivocally with all of my heart, your mission with this page that you have and these beautiful talks are amazing. Coco's here. LOUANN is here. It doesn't matter. You can have another person here. You know what I mean? But you have to remember, whatever you're doing matters.
Right.
My
Is
ears
it ringing?
Is it?
Is it ringing?
It's totally ringing.
That's your confirmation.
Yeah.
So just let it in.
Awesome.
Don't stop it. Just let it in. This is to tell you guys, what an amazing, this has been one of the most amazing afternoons I've had.
Right.
And they always say, LOUANN, you can't live out loud in your bathroom. Don't tell anybody I'm in my bathroom. Oh my God. They always say you cannot you have to go out into the world. And I was like, no, you don't. I can have the most amazing conversation right here, right now. And today has been that day.
Yeah.
Where I've had the most amazing conversation. I have no idea what time it is, and Coco knows I have no concept of time. But I will tell you guys, we've probably been on this for hours.
Right. Yeah, but 2.5.
What you guys have done to my heart is, and anybody who watches this, guess what? They're not in a hurry to get through it. We are the conversation that they're having while they're sitting. I know I've done it, where they're sitting in their moment of I just want to hear really awesome conversation going on in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
Truthful conversation. And we just provided that. Actually, you guys provided that. Just called it. Big deal, guys.
Well,
Kim, this is a big deal.
I think I can sum it up because I put the 2 and 2 together when you said I was the light. And I have to admit, I was clicked on to some source. I literally channel a pure beam of light. And I have helped people pass correctly that way. Wow. And let them free. And when they were in the light, I got messages that said, you have to be 100% pure to go through that beam of light. That's pure beam purity. And there's areas to stop along the way after death. You know, there's different lifetimes that are still in those those steps up are still different realms where you're passing through and seeing all your lives. That's probably when you die, they say you see all your lives, you know, it's all in the light. And then as you're going, you can see who you are, who you're meant to be, or who you really are, you know. I have been flown through tunnels and just went straight up as high as you can go to where it just became colors and I just was floating there, and it was like, I mean, you go through sound, you go through this, you go through that, and then all of a sudden you just get to do colors and like, oh my God, send me back. It's like and then all of a sudden you shoot back and you're back in your body. But I have learned to meditation how to find that point. Like, so when you're in meditation, there's a little green dot, okay? There's a little green dot in the middle center of your view when you're meditating. Just find it. And if you push your consciousness through it, you're gone. You are gone. Shooting through some weird tunnel. It's crazy. You can go, I don't know. But that is one trick if you want to,
and
go on
an
experience.
And that is truth, because it's happened to me. Yeah, just in deep meditation, you just focus on that, and you're in a whole nother realm. You're in the spiritual realm. You're feeling all these emotions that you've never felt before, and it feels amazing, and you want more and more and more, and you just want to stay there. You want to stay there, and it opens up your cells, your everything about you that you want to learn, you want to be in touch with, you want to ask questions, you want to wow, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. So you want to stay there. I'm like mind blown going through this.
So what do you think, ladies? Should we wrap it up for the day? I don't know. You guys can talk for 13 hours straight, right?
Oh my God, we so can. It's ridiculous.
It's and you know what? In a matter of, 13 hours is extensive, but in a matter of 3 hours, LOUANN, we will laugh, belly laugh to your core. You know what I'm saying? Belly laugh to your core. Cry that you just feel it ooze out of your heart. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can have every single emotion in that time that we're speaking to one another, and it's freaking awesome, right?
It's true.
It's awesome. It's the most amazing feeling ever, because you're tapping into that different. It's no longer reality. It's your soul. It's your heart, and it's a whole nother world, and it's the best ever.
Wow. Yeah, it's true.
I love this that you guys are saying this, because when I'm living from my heart, like, oh, of course I could talk for, I don't know, for eternity. This has been honestly for me so epic. I got to connect with amazing, beautiful, strong, independent women in their truth. And I got to stand in my truth.
Yes.
Right.
We were able to have a forum where we respected each other. We spoke out loud. Right. So we just changed the planet. And you guys talked about Women's Day. We just validated.
Yeah.
Why us women?
Usually.
Why when we the women come together? Because when we come together with the same purpose in our hearts, we're unstoppable. And by the way, all the men and the boys and the children, watch out, because we're about a bag of love.
That's it.
right?
That's it. We are.
How funny.
Thank you so much.
Um,
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
This has
no,
been epic for me, you guys.
it
Absolutely.
has been, and um, I didn't mean to say how funny because I know you had mentioned that people honor the light beings not properly, but it just was, you know, all the emotions that we've been through when you can identify one for certain that's funny. It's also sacred,
Yeah.
because a lot of healing work is done through laughter and comedy and lightning,
Yeah,
being more lighthearted and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that I honor in you as well. And
that's my favorite.
huh?
That's my favorite when we can laugh at ourselves, laugh at life, laugh at the work we do,
Right.
right? Belly laugh. So
Belly
Absolutely.
I
laugh.
love what you're saying.
All right. So just again, I thank you so much, LOUANN and CoCo, for signing
Thank you for
on
having us.
live, being raw and real,
That's it.
honoring Women's Day by being real, right? Didn't we show them? Let's just show them
Woo!
what is it
What?
about? What's so
Yes.
exciting about all
That's
that
it.
stuff? You
Let's
know?
go, baby.
That's what we do.
That's
That's
what we
how we
do.
are, and that's how we roll.
And
So
let's continue this journey. We're on a mystical journey right now. Let's just everybody hop on and let's go for it. Why not?
yes.
Let's do it. Let's take it all the
Yes,
way, baby.
Come on.
All the way. Yes.
Yes.
all the
I
way.
love
And
it.
I
Love
am,
it.
Right.
you guys, I am so in. Every time you guys have one of these, like, please put me on like the little screen because, like, I freaking had the most amazing day
The
hanging out with
most
you. It's
amazing.
Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Well, tell me, are Fridays good for you guys?
Yes.
For
Would you
me,
want to do?
yeah,
How often would you like to do a show on Fridays for Tunnel Talk? And this is for Tunnel Talk,
every
by the
week.
way. Okay.
Every
So
week.
every Friday at noon. Noon?
Okay. Noon. So
Okay.
for me, that's 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Your
Is that
time
okay?
is noon, right? Yeah, I
But
would absolutely totally dig this. And we'll look up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, it can change whatever's good. 12, 1, 2. But let's do this on Tunnel Talk and let's keep this going. All right.
And the beauty of that is having to share our experiences. Every you know what I'm saying, with whatever happens during the week. I mean, like for me, being in this crossroads right now, I can come in and just say this is what I experienced. You know what I'm saying? So for people that are out there and think they're going through a spiritual awakening, maybe I shed some light to that. And everybody's spiritual awakening is different, but um, the awareness is know when you're going through it. And I would
Yes.
love to shed light on that. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
right?
Okay. So we are agreeing. And hey, Kim, will you send me the link, or Coco, one of you guys, so I can send this to my friends to let them sit
Yes.
in on our conversation? And let's do this every Friday. I
Okay.
think you asked a question earlier, you asked the guides, like, I really do believe we're birthing something new, and this is like beautiful, and
Yes.
we are loving them. So let's do it.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
and we
Okay.
invite the light beings every time, and I thank the light beings and LOUANN and CoCo.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's wrap this up.
Woo! Wow.
May I say
Heartfelt.
a prayer as we close?
Sure.
Yes.
May I?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to say to this moment, which has been miraculous and amazing, this has been many moments, not just one. This has opened my heart and my soul to a new awareness to gather with my soul sisters and to gather our soul brothers into this journey. And this has been the most miraculous, amazing, heartfelt. It reminds me why I'm human. And to my soul, I want to say to your soul and everybody else's soul, we are one, We are in this together. Nobody gets left behind. Amen.
Thank you. Oh
Woo,
my God,
amazing.
it's so powerful. Thank you
Powerful.
so much.
Wow. Wow.
All right, so
Wow.
send me the link to this so I can send it to all the people who are like, "Well, I want to see the
Right.
podcast."
Yes, I'm gonna do that right now, sister.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do you
Cheers.
send it to my phone or do I really quick because I am so not technology. Do you send it to my? Can you send it to my phone?
Yes, I can. I'll get on my phone and go to my Facebook and copy the link,
Yes.
and then I'll text it to you.
Oh my God, you guys, I love you.
No,
I'm
she don't
also
have
on
Facebook.
YouTube as well. Which do you prefer?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, if you can send it to my phone, that way I can forward
Okay.
it to everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
LOUANN,
Amazing.
thank you so much for taking the time to teach us, educate us,
Yes.
make us wiser, and enlighten us with all your wisdom.
Thank
You
you.
are amazing. And you are
your
doing God's work.
wisdom in return.
And it's amazing and an honor to know you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart.
Yes. Well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Peace out, girls. Happy Friday.